HRX 2025 wrap-up day 2 starts now. And we are still here in sunny Atlanta at HRX 2025. Day 2's in the books now with great sessions, great innovative ideas. I have to tell you, one of the coolest things and coolest interviews, so for our audience, don't miss watching that, a defibrillator AED that is run by a smartphone.
Wow.
That is pretty cool.
Wow.
There were some pretty interesting sessions. One of them was bringing enthusiasts to permanent pacing again. And so it was talking about the future of permanent pacing and whether is it going to be the leadless pacemakers? Do we need to make them smaller to capture conduction system pacing? There was the concept of energy harvesting, where a small pellet that gets the energy from the beating heart. Also, like, taking into consideration extractions, lots of great ideas that were out there. Oliver, what did you see?
Well, Nashua, my favourite part of the day today, and there's been many favourite parts, but I love the pitch competition. This was the first part of the pitch competition. So we had 6 innovators who were presenting their novel ideas to a panel of both industry experts and physicians, and it was great to see, they'd poured their heart and soul into these technologies. They presented them to us, talking about the funding and how they'd managed to raise funds to get the device to where it was now, where they wanted to get it to, what they needed. It really lifted the hood on what it takes to get these technologies off the ground. Jessica, what about you? What have you seen today?
I found we had the first Allied Health fish tank today, and it was incredible. Out of the applicants, there were 5 finalists selected. They all did an amazing job presenting their novel ideas. And I have to say, I'm a little proud as a North Carolinian. The winner is just down the road for me. Karen Monroe presented an idea about how device clinics are really utilized. And so it was fabulous. The judges were fabulous, but all of the participants really stood up to the pressure of the judges' questions. And so it was a great time. And Dee, what did you enjoy today?
Oh gosh, there were so many really good sessions. I just came out of an abstract session. So some of the talks included using AI, specifically ChatGPT, to create an AFib education pamphlet for post-ablation patients. There was creating a virtual ward for AFib patients, essentially reducing hospital admissions.
Wow.
And then there was a tactile glove that even non-electrophysiologists could use to really, it felt like they were actually part of the AP procedure. What about you, Nashua?
Well, there was another really interesting session with the name of morbidity and mortality, and it's not the morbidity and mortality that we know of as clinicians, but it was more of the pitfalls in innovation. And some of the really interesting ideas is that in order to be successful, you gotta listen to the good and to the ugly. You gotta listen to your engineers and your consumers, and you gotta let your engineers listen to the consumers as well. If you're tone deaf to your consumers, you're not gonna make it. The other really interesting thing is, how can hospitals be good partners to companies? And one of the really interesting points was cohesiveness. Cohesiveness within our groups, because you know how sometimes you all fight together, but within ourselves, we need to be cohesive to be able to partner with those companies. In addition to, having a clear vision, a clear strategy, and to be aligned all, with the same goals. So I found this really interesting because it's very different than how we think as clinicians, and, bridging that thought process between medicine and then the business side of it. So that was really interesting.
Absolutely. Nashua, can I just give a little plug about the pitch competition before we sign off?
Oh, yeah.
There's part 2 tomorrow morning, and after that, Nashua and I will have the first, second, and third placed winners of that competition. So look out for that video tomorrow. Sorry to interrupt.
Oh, wonderful. Keep that energy flowing. And we're looking forward to day 3 tomorrow. Stay tuned.